Hello, my name is Mike and I'm looking for your support in creating my own ONG. I really want to help the people in the Tibet and I think I would really appreciate your help.
Mike, this is Johan Heck. I am currently the CEO of Amnesty International. And okay, I understand your cause, but I would like you to explain me what is the purpose of this, because I know that it is a very controversial issue, but we're not sure if we're going to grant you the money.
Well, the problem of the Tibet is that China took the country and incorporated it to the Republic of China. The Tibet army lost and a lot of people died trying to stop the Chinese army. Now, the culture and religion of the Tibet is being lost and people want it back. They reclaim and protest about it, but the government of China doesn't care. Of course, there is a lot of people dying.
Okay, it is an amazing thing that you have made contact with us, because you know that we are an NGO that actually it is working very hard in order to stop the abuses against the human rights. And actually we do know about the subject and we are really concerned about it, but okay, you have already explained your point, but we need you to tell us what are you planning to do with the money.
I understand. Let me explain it to you.
During this conflict, we need to understand that there are two main social classes that are being affected, which are the low class and the middle class. Some of the main issues of these two groups are that Tibet religious leaders feel like their religion and culture are being undermined by certain business practice. Meanwhile, many Han business owners may simply want to earn a living, support their families, and to help the Tibetans develop their society. So we may actually find common ground between these two. This social class is crucial in Tibet, given that ordinary Tibetans and Chinese are divided largely by a lack of understanding of the other side perspective, because Tibetans think that people from China are stealing their lands, and people from China think that they are actually saving them. So if we explain this to them, we may also make them understand that this can be a good thing. Well, which is our plan? We think that this problem can be solved through dialogue, negotiation, and respect between both sides, Chinese and Tibetans. Briefly, our expert in the topic will explain you our proposal.
In order to solve this thing, we're going to need the help of two important things. First, we're going to need the help of the Dalai Lama. Second, we're going to need the help of the United States. And the third thing is that we're going to need the flexibility of the Han people. About the Dalai Lama is that the Chinese government does not really trust him because of his connections with his Western allies and all the pro-independence elements. In his trust, he will need to distance himself from these pro-independence elements. Obviously, this will not represent an application of his mission to stand for the rights of the Tibetan people, because most of them only care about a better government and they actually don't really care about the independence. They just want a fair treatment. He may actually convince his people of staying under Chinese sovereignty in a pacific way. And if the Chinese government sees this, they may be more receptive to the idea of negotiation. Most likely, it will be very difficult for either side of the conflict to take the first step, so we will need a third-party interference. In this case, we're going to need the help of the United States. Of course, we can't use the UN model in order to help these guys take the initial steps, because since China has the option of veto all the UN resolutions, it won't help at all. The United States is going to need to play a very strong role in bringing together both sides of the conflict. Obviously, they can do this by offering China businesses, international businesses with him or with all of his allies, because even China recognizes that it will be a great opportunity to become a more internationalized country in matters of peace. Basically, if the Dalai Lama is able to moderate the more extremist goals and activities of the Tibetan exile community, he may be able to gain the trust of the Chinese government through effective democracy without getting into a war. So the United States may be able to push China the rest of the way by using businesses. Once this is accomplished, Tibetans and Chinese can begin to work out the details of potential peace, building a common framework for both of them.